This call is being recorded.
Well. It is Gye-Nyame Nation on Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatem, and I have been joined early today. I guess the baby went to sleep early, and by Brother D, the Traveler, and we are going to kick it tonight on Folk Tale for Grown Folks. So we are up live on Uber, and you can hear Brother D's comments and stuff on the Uber station. Hit us up at 614-556-4535. If you stick over here on speaker, you only hear my side of the rhetoric, and this is not the side that you want to be on. Now, when I upload it, when I re-upload the show, you get the whole piece. But if you think the experience is good listening, just imagine how much powerful it would be if you was participating. Think about how many more lives we could save if we were to have access to your wisdom. All of you out there listening on speaker. So once again, call us at 614-556-4515. Once again, that's 614-556-4515. All right, there's no pen needed. If you call in, you come straight to Gye-Nyame Journey, and we are going to kick it. So, all right, now, as I was walking outside getting ready for the show, I couldn't run, so, those that have been on the journey with Brother Hatem for a while know that we all have our struggles. And a lot of times, I run to quell one of mine, because when you get out of hobbies, when you get out of habits or whatever, you develop a void. When you stop a habit, you develop a void, and you have to find creative ways to fill those voids, because if you don't fill a void, you will be sucked back into the habit you was in, or maybe one even worse. So when you are making major changes in your life, try not to leave voids. Try not to leave the empty spaces. If you are trying not to eat all the time because you're trying to lose weight, what are you putting in the place of eating all the time? You need to find something to fill in the void. All right, now.
Yeah. So that made me. If I could jump in right quick, that makes me think of, how with the questions of Gye-Nyame, we talk about, what a man thinks is what he becomes.
What he becomes.
And how true it is, because when we talk about building habits, we're talking about forming particular pathways in our brain patterns.
Right.
So certain synapses fire. So if I remove something that helps to fill that particular synapse, I need to create a new path for my brain patterns to be able to connect, to get me what it is that I'm looking forward to fill that space.
Right. So that brings us back to the discussion that I had, I think maybe last Tuesday or last Wednesday. Thoughts are things, and we might not be able to measure or see the thought outside of the brain, but we can see the reaction or the effect that the thought has on the brain and the body. When a synapse fires, well, actually, it's a thought that precedes the synapse firing. That right. Synapse fires because of a certain chemical that is released. The chemical is released, which causes certain neurons to fire. Those neurons fire, creating an action within the body, which in a lot of times lead to an emotion. You know what I'm saying? So now, all these chemicals being released in us create small addictions, and in some cases, large addictions. So some of us become addicted to being sad. Some of us become addicted to being in bad situations. Some of us become addicted to being broke, and some of us become addicted to the stress that these things produce. And if if we were to find our way up out of those situations, you know what I'm saying? Our desire, our addiction would drive us back, especially if we are unconscious of the addiction. This is why I say whenever you change a habit, find something positive to fill a void. Find something life-affirming to fill a void, because this world is designed to pull us down. And in the world trying to pull us down, what they are doing, one of the things that they are doing, they're trying to control these thoughts. As Devin says in our lessons, we say, what a man thinks is what he becomes, right? This is one of the questions that's in Gye-Nyame. You know what I'm saying? What a man thinks is what he becomes. So if I am able to control the thoughts of a man, I control what he becomes. If I'm able to control your thoughts, I control what you become. And I know some of y'all like, well, you ain't controlling my life all the time, but in some situations, I can control how angry you get. You understand what I'm saying? I can control people from, even if I'm only around them for a couple of minutes, by just doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to think about this. You may think that you are free, but I have to ask the question, my friend. I have to ask the question, my brothers and my sisters out there. Are you really free? Are the thoughts that you're thinking now, are they really yours? Or have you been taught? You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons that we develop the questions in Gye-Nyame is because we want people to realize that the three states of learning, because we don't know that we are actually going through the states of learning, and we don't understand what they feel like. So what we're trying to do is make people conscious of it. So that, like, when I tell you, you got people memorizing stuff. What's so important about memorizing stuff? Because I want you to understand what it feels like when you're regurgitating something from memory. Because a lot of you are regurgitating things from your memory. You know what I'm saying? When you really think you're really knowing something, when in fact you just remember something. Right? I want you to know the difference between regurgitating and knowing. And I want you to know the difference between knowing and actually living. Right? Which is the level that most people don't get. So we got 3 levels of learning. I'm going to go back to that. For those that are new, we have memorization, intelligence of the mind, intelligence of the heart. All right? Intelligence of the heart being the highest. Because now you mix that knowledge and those feelings that I told you once before. And when you mix those two things, right, it produces the experience. And in the experience, you get to live and learn. See, because life, I heard this today, life qualifies us for everything that it brings towards us. Right? So now, back to what Brother Devin said. If I've been thinking that I am unworthy my whole life, right? Life will qualify my belief in my unworthiness. But if I believe that there's something special out there for me, life will qualify me for that something special. So when I approach that something special, guess what happened, D?
They say that's what manifests.
That's what manifests. That's what I receive, right? So so some of y'all sitting out there, like I'll be like, I've been pushing the Gye-Nyame thing. This is what I need y'all to understand, right? Right. We have been blessed in Gye-Nyame because for the last few weeks we have had somebody to sit down with all of our stuff and start trying to organize it, right? Mm-hmm. So now, let me tell you what's about to happen, right? What's about to happen is that a lot of y'all are about to get left because this person is taking a course. Thank you, Royalty. She's taking the course, and she's formatting the course and making it and fixing the course. She's taking some of the books and she's fixing the books. She's designing the cups, right? She done took the site and she done compressed the site to where you ain't got to go through all these things. She done compressed it and put things and combined things and made things neater, right? And in doing this, what she has done is she has empowered us to move forward. And then now we got the drive for the fundraiser. We done had our first successful fundraiser. Yes, the fish fry was a success. I know some of the haters out there just clawing at their eyes and, as they say in the Bible, gnashing of teeth and pulling of hair. I know you out there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you for the hate because you are energizing me and pushing me. But I'm sorry. This is a folktale for grown folks. But you know, I got to have my little spiel. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
There's any place else in the world, but you're here with us.
You say who?
Could have been any place else in the world, but you're here with us.
Yep, could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us, right? And this is another one of those stories, because I try to tell y'all, and be honest with y'all when the stories are good. I got to go to the stories where they're good or bad, but this is a simple one, but the lesson that comes from this one will push you from the regular level of existence to stellar. It will move you out just by you embracing this lesson. Because it's a simple lesson. All of our grandmamas then taught us this when they were slapping our hands. You know what I'm saying? But the piece is we got to be reminded about these lessons, man, because it's the simple things that's holding us back. It ain't nothing complicated. It ain't no big hard thing that's holding us back. It's the simple practices that we have forgotten. It's the simple principles that we no longer apply. It's the simple stories that we have forgotten that our ancestors have taught us, that if once we started waking that within our soul, man, that power will flow from us, and we will not only change our life, but we'll change the life of all those who are receptive around us. And I want to say that. They have to be receptive. Because some of y'all out there trying to change some people who are not receptive to anything that you have to offer them. And it's sometimes best to move on because those people will hold you back. All right, I want to welcome Sister Tracy. I want to thank you for being on the show. And all those people out there in Sprinkle Land right now, to join the conversation. I need you to be bold. I need you to be brave. You don't even have to talk. I'm going to try it. You don't have to ask me when I try to get you, because the only thing I try to do is get people to introduce themselves. If you don't introduce yourself, I'm cool with that, right? You know, I just want you to come on this side. You see what I'm saying? This is sort of like, Sprinkle is sort of like you on the body part. You know what I'm saying? Brother Hatim is like the body. But now on the other side, you have the masses that are waiting to share their wisdom with you. We got Mz.Traci and we got Brother D, the traveler, that's waiting to share their wisdom with you and hoping that you will come and be that one missing piece. Because a lot of y'all out there don't even understand that by you hiding your wisdom, by you hiding your insights, you are hurting somebody. I want you to think about that. When you sit on your wisdom, when you sit on the lessons that your ancestors have taught you, when you sit on your knowledge and all your years of study and all your experiences, you are hurting somebody. Because every last one of our experiences is for someone or something. And all of them are for you. Some of them are to be shared so people can know and get the message from your lesson. But, hey, I'm done with that. All right. So, you ready to go into this, Sister Tracy?
Yes.
You ready to go into this, Brother Devin?
Let's get it.
We about to get it. So those of you that want to get it, hit me up at 614-556-4535. All right. So I also need to post up the link for the website. I'll do that while one of the teachers up here is breaking this down. This one is a very simple one. It's called The Lion and the Hare. Class is in session. A lion came across a hare who was fast asleep. He was just in the act of seizing her when a fine young hart, which is a male deer, trotted by and left the hare to follow him. The hare, scared by the noise, awoke and scudded away. The lion was unable, after a long chase, to catch the hart and returned to feed upon the hare. On finding that the hare also had run off, he said, I am rightly served for having let go of the food that I had in my hand for the chance of obtaining more. Damn. That's all I can say. Damn. Do anybody else want to hit that one first? Somebody out there got to hit that one out. I mean, just simple, just simple, just that simple wisdom. I mean, that's that grandmama stuff. That's that grandmama used to get slapped about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got that opportunity sitting right in front of you.
It was greed. It was greed.
Yeah.
Greed left me with nothing.
Which was, y'all keep on going because I'm about to pull out the African Openness Tree of Life because I'm gonna break down greed real quick. Go ahead, I'm listening. It was greed. What else? I mean,
it was greed that left him with nothing. Trying to, you know how, especially when you're talking about things that our grandparents taught us or said to us. One of the things was eyes bigger than your stomach.
Word.
And that just came across too. You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to get all he can get and ended up with nothing.
It's a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush.
Yeah, see, I mean our ancestors, our elders, and I ain't talking about those famous ancestors. I want people out there in Switzerland to understand. We're not just talking about those famous ancestors. We're talking about the actual grandma that used to put hands on. You know, the hands-on therapy. You know what I'm saying? One of the people I share office with call it the right hand of fellowship. You remember when grandma used to get the right hand of fellowship? You know what I'm saying? Kind of straighten you out. You know what I'm saying? When your eyes, as she said, your eyes is bigger than your stomach. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I mean, it's just, this dude, and all of us can. What's so powerful about this is, first off, I want to say it's about Aesop fables. I love the way he always brings his animals back around in some form or fashion to realize their mistake. I mean, if you notice a lot of these, even the ones that aren't that good, the lesson is reviewed by the animal or the being that experiences it. So at this point in time, the lion is presented with the opportunity, but the opportunity was small compared to the big pretty one that ran by him. How many of us in our lives have given up something that would have really been satisfying for a fleeting vision?
Sounds like me in traffic. I always go to the lane that I think is moving faster, and then cars that are behind me all pass me.
Oh man, you know, and this one right here is one of those that is real simple, but if you grasp it, it'll serve you. So I mean, the jewels we got the mind for are so close to the surface, but there's so much depth in this because each of us have had this experience in our life, whether in relationships or whether in business or whether with money. You know what I'm saying? Jobs. Each one of us. We don't have to be old to be like, yo, man, I remember one time I had this opportunity, man, and it seemed small, but I didn't take it because another opportunity appeared to be greater, and I ran off and chased that one opportunity, but when I came back, it was
what my mom used to call it, cloud castles or something.
Right. Castles in the sky.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, here you go right here. You said greed. So now, another one of the books that we use in Gye-Nyame is called The African Openness to Tree of Life, and it's a book full of proverbs. They pull proverbs. The dude's name is Erskine Peters. He considered himself a scribe. He died, I think, in like 1987. but one of the best books I ever found, I ever read. And this is description because you talked about greed. He says, African Proverbs teaches all the passions, fear, envy, pride, greed, sloth, lust, and anger are opposed to consciousness. Say the knowledge holders. So, one of the things I learned from that proverb alone is that when we are acting from what we call the unbalanced seven in Gye-Nyame, because we don't say that it's just negative, because the positive and negative pieces is cool, but you can live a life that's so positive that you are of no earthly good. Or you can be so negative that you are of no heavenly good. You know what I'm saying? So we strive for, like our Kemetic ancestors, we strive for balance. So we call it the unbalanced passion because in some ways greed can assist us. It's just that when greed runs rampant, we have a problem. When we are unbalanced with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of those other ones, they in some form of fashion, they're all dual-edged swords. Now, I want to go back to that, to the one point. Fear is the mother of all of them. Fear is the mother of all of them. But when we act in those unbalanced seven, what we are basically doing is acting unconsciously. Even though the rabbit was asleep and would have been easy prey for the lion in truth was more asleep than the rabbit was. Because the lion acted from unbalanced greed. He acted within he acted within that passion that our ancestors talked about. And acting in that passion showed us that he was unconscious. He was worse than sleep. He was unconscious. And he pursued a vision, or as you called it, a cloud castle. Castles in the sky. Oh, that damn lie. Oh, that lion. You know what I'm saying? And each and every last one of us, there's a lion that made a dumbass decision.
Yeah, pass up that opportunity that was there. Pass up the short thing for possible.
Yeah.
And say something that
I just was gonna say that. I mean, like his dinner was right there, but he seen dessert and went chasing after that and missed dinner.
He missed dinner, and then had the audacity to come right back to where the rabbit was, thinking that the rabbit might still be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But also look at the noise that he made, scared away the opportunity. So sometimes it's like if you humble yourself and be quiet, sometimes you'll get what it is that you need. But then you open up your mouth and you loud, and now you scared away the opportunity. It makes me think of one of my boys. He had an opportunity to actually go out on a date with this particular young lady, and he talked himself out of the date by just opening his mouth. All he had to do was say, ask her if she wanted to go out. She agreed, and it would have been there, and that would have been it. But he continued to, talk, and so scared her off.
I did that about 15 times. I did that about 15 times, man. I mean, like I said, man, we all can sit up here and go through stories in our lives where it's like, wow, really, I don't believe. I mean, we can even look at some of the ideas that we might have had that we see other people acting on and are doing a lot better in a sense financially or maybe even in a lot of other ways than we are. You know what I'm saying? Well, all we had to do was act on it because the vision came to us first. But it's like we pursued the deer, as they called it. We pursued the heart, a heart without an E. because it's spelled Hart. We pursue the heart without E. You know what I'm saying? You know, we invested all of ourselves in something that was unattainable. And in pursuing what was unattainable, we robbed it. In pursuing the future, we rob ourselves of the present. Now, I know y'all heard that on Spreaker. In pursuing the future, we robbed ourselves of the present. Y'all gonna retweet that one. I ain't gonna charge you for that one. That's that mind, and that's what I'm talking about. See, when we come together on shows like this, you know, oh my God. Let me write that down. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What I say? Hello?
I'm still here. I'm listening.
Oh, no, I forgot what I said. When we pursue the future, I can't remember. I get it on the replay. Man, but hey, it is what it is. So now, what else you got to add to it, Mz.Traci? Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else to add to it.
All right,
I'm back. What did I miss?
I don't know nothing but me screaming about the retweet people could do. I can't even know what I said. I'm telling you, I get caught up in the moment, man. I get caught up in the moment. So I'm like, man, oh, you're so kind. You are so kind.
Yeah. And so I guess something else that I want to add as I'm looking at the story. Looking at the fact that the lion wasted a lot of time. It said after a long chase trying to catch the hart, he returned back.
But that's what happens. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry, go ahead.
Granted those things too.
See, now remember, because you brought up the point far as what a man thinks he becomes. And I said how the world try to control our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And in the world controlling our thoughts, they give us these unattainable goals and measurements. Like for example, by 20, you should be finished with college. By 30, you should be well on your way in your career. By 35, you should be married with 2.1 children, a mangy mutt, and a nice car.
With white picket fence.
With the white picket fence. By 45. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like we get all this stuff programmed into us that we pursue and we could never catch. And the thing is about the world is, one, even if you were to pursue it and even if you were to catch it, the only thing that would be erected would be another milestone that you would have to get. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have milestones, but I'm saying make sure that the milestones and the visions that you are pursuing are, one, yours, and two, truly obtainable. In one of my self-mastery classes, I don't know what the hell that was. Y'all heard that? Hello? Oh, I think my battery went dead. Oh, that was right. Let me see. Yeah, my battery went dead. All right, I got it though. You can't stop a man with a good idea. All right, so let's try it now. Oh man, it ain't working now. Woo! All right, so let me just announce this for my friends, family and friends out there. You know, I do a radio show, right? And for some reason, people want to text me and not talk about my show. So when I start getting indignant and hurting people's feelings, I can't even say I'm doing it from I'm doing it from a place of love. I don't understand how I could tell somebody that I'm going to be doing a show at 10 and they are still texting me without stuff related to it. Like, for example, now, I got one person texting me asking me questions about something that's totally unrelated to my show. I got another person that just texts me and he's sending me stuff that is related to my topic. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, and this is one of the things that I have to, because in my pursuit of the heart, right? Or should I say in my pursuit with heart? So you could pursue the heart, H-A-R-T, or you could pursue with heart, H-E-A-R-T. You know what I'm saying? That third level of knowledge. In my pursuit with heart, right? I'm starting to figure out that I have to really start slimming down my circle. I mean, I got hundreds of people that I've hooked up with, right? But what's starting to happen is I'm starting to see that a lot of people I'm hanging on to that I really don't need to hang on to because they're not hanging on to me, right? So it's like I got this vision and I'm pursuing it like the lion in the heart, right? I'm pursuing the vision. And it's almost like these people are slowing me down. Maybe, and I don't know whether I can consider it good or bad because it's almost like they like don't lead a rabbit. Like I don't want a damn rabbit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this deer. But hey, I don't know. I mean, because it's several different ways you can look at this because that rabbit could be. Because I mean, some people could look at this. Yeah, let me ask you this: can you look at this story saying be satisfied with the status quo?
I didn't get to hear your question.
I said, can you take this story as telling us or teaching to be satisfied with the status quo?
I guess in this case, he could have, if he had went on and accepted the rabbit as his prey or as his meal, he would have had time to think about his meal or basically he would have been hungry chasing the next meal.
Ooh, so you saying? As big as he was, he could have ate that rabbit and been on the way chasing homeboy.
Basically, I mean, the rabbit was there for the taking.
or even the way that I look at it, or the thought that came to me about it was, here it is that we have opportunities to partake of some things that are actually ours. That, for instance, our culture, our way of doing things.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I speak with it. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Is being able to partake of things that are ours, that are right there. For instance, things that pertain to our culture or whatnot, and instead chasing after something that doesn't really belong to us. That's not our piece to be messing with in the first place. So we chase all of chasing what we think is good that we see in others, but we don't embrace ourselves first.
Oh, that goes back to the one saying that I came up with, one of my own quotes. No one should take your stuff more seriously than you should. No one will take your stuff more seriously than you do, nor should they.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, because that's something, that's a realization. Because it's a shame that I'm coming up with all these realizations. And I think one of the things that we got to really make sure we do it with our kids is to to inoculate them with wisdom so that they will be immune to the disease of fuckery. Because fuckery is a disease. Excuse my language. I know this is supposed to be my clean show, but fuckery is a disease. You know what I'm saying? And this disease is ravishing many people on this planet Earth. And the only thing that could keep you from the fuckery is the inoculation of wisdom. Exposure to things like these tales that can help you be able to plug into what our ancestors or what my elders used to call, for lack of better terms, common sense.
Right.
You still there, Mz.Traci?
Yeah, I'm still here.
No. Alright, so if we ain't got nothing else, we ain't gonna be the dead heart. Or wake a sleeping rabbit. We're gonna call it a night, unless y'all got something else y'all want to hit on.
Shoot.
I don't.
Alright, well, I'm about to grab some sleep, so hopefully I might be able to get up and do maybe about 8 miles in the morning. I'm not promising because the mornings have been rough this last week. I don't understand. Usually I wake up on Monday ready to go, but guess what? Alright, so, hey, I got love for both of y'all. I want to thank Mz.Traci and Brother Gye-Nyame for joining me. Those you on speaker that missed it, you can catch the reading podcast. I'll probably upload it tomorrow. I'm kind of tired right now, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna finish my chaga tea out of my Gye-Nyame cup.
Word.
Yeah, ain't nothing like some chaga tea. Now, this is my recipe: chaga tea, and I use coconut oil. People were like, "Brother Hakim, why coconut oil?" Because in coconut oil, as well as palm oil, these both are oils that are found in abundance in Africa. They have what's called MCT, medium chain triglycerides. These medium chain triglycerides are real good for your brain. Why? Because it's like direct fuel for your brain. So it's a fuel that your body don't necessarily have to do a whole lot of converting to actually get it to start working in your brain. So it's kind of like a jump start for your brain. You know, I know y'all be like, but brother, I tell you, why is it that you keep falling asleep? That is my superpower. So there are very few things that can stop me from falling asleep. Actually, I haven't ran into anything that can stop me from going to sleep. I mean, I imagine worry about something probably would, but then again, I don't even know if that would work. All right, but I want to thank everybody. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You said MCT is
Yep.
in the T?
It's MCT, medium chain triglycerides.
Okay.
You can look them up. As a matter of fact, see, and this is what we got to start watching out for, right? Because I'm starting to notice that the way the Western mind works is they like to separate things. So what they will do and what they have done with their medicine is they have basically looked for the quality within the medicine that heals, within the herbs that heal, and they go in and they extract the one chemical by itself. And then we'll take that one chemical, not realizing that that one chemical will cause a domino effect, a domino of side effects within us. So we'll take one thing that's been isolated from something, when if we was to apply the whole plant, we'll be good. And I'm saying all that to say, right now what you find is you find people talking about you need to take MCT oil. When MCT oil is nothing but the MCT that they have taken out of palm oil and coconut oil, right? So they took these things and they isolated. But then when you separate that quality from the herb or from the oil, what are you leaving that the body needs also? Right? So, it's that Fukery. So, all right, y'all, I want to thank y'all for joining me, and we are out. Class is over. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. You ain't got to go home.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.